Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cyclones offense will take the field first. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out, Dave.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Malone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Hunt is in the air. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the face. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The give on the option. At the 40, there he goes. He's got 42 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Looking for a gap. It's Thorne. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Malone. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1, make that first impression.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. And the Cyclones in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Hilton. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the 2nd half will give us. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
The Cyclones will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Carter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got room to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hawkeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Going to try to get it himself. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take game.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular.